Hello there and welcome to today's class. For today's class, we're asked to name this organic compound. Alright, so how do we name this organic compound? Alright, so if I'm giving this compound to name, what do I do first? So from what we can see here, what is unique about this compound is the fact that this compound has a double bond at this point, as you can see, and also a triple bond at this point. So the question will now be, how do you name a compound containing both double and triple bond? Now for this, we'll still take our normal rules in naming organic compound, which is that the first thing is that we have to consider the longest continuous carbon chain, which in this question would be all of this, right? So this one here. What I have here should be my longest continuous carbon chain. Okay, if I count the number of carbon atoms here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I have 7 carbon atoms here. Okay, so 7 carbon atoms. So 7 carbon atoms gives you what is called a hept. So this compound, first things first, is a hept because it has longest continuous carbon chain, 7 carbon atoms. So it's a hept. Number 2 is this. How do I name this compound? Like, how do I label it? So I have hept. I'll keep this pending. So how do I do my numbering for this compound? I'm going to do upper numbering and lower numbering. All right. So upper numbering, left to right, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7. Lower numbering, right to left, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So the question will now be, in a compound like this that I have both double bond and triple bond, which of them is the priority? Please take note that for compounds that have double and triple bond, the priority is the double bond. All right. So I would consider the numbering that gives me the lesser number to the double bond than the triple bond. Okay. So if I look at this, if I go through the upper numbering left to right, I will see that the double bond, that's this, is attached to carbon 1. So if I go with the upper numbering, you will see that I'll count carbon 1 before I get to a double bond. Okay, if I go to lower numbering, that's this, you'll see that I have to count through carbon 1, carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5, carbon 6. It's until I count to carbon 6 that I'll get to the double bond, please. It is until I count to carbon 6 that I'll get to the double bond. Okay, so from this, obviously the numbering that gives us the lowest numbering or the lowest attachment to the double bond is the upper numbering. All right, so with upper numbering, I'll have that carbon 1 is attached to the double bond. Hence, I'll go with the upper numbering. All right, so it's very important that you take note that when it comes to naming compounds that involves double and triple bond, the priority is the double bond. All right, so it's double bond over triple bond. That's how this is done. So that means I'll go with the upper numbering. So I'm taking off the lower numbering, also taking this off too. So I'm having upper numbering. All right, so having established the fact that you're going with upper numbering, what's the next thing there? Our next task is this. So first things first, this going with the upper numbering, the double bond is at carbon 1 because I'll have to count carbon 1 before I get to the double bond. That becomes 1 in, all right, or 1n in this case, not in, it's called an n in this case. So 1n. Okay, moving on, I have carbon 2, carbon 3, carbon 4, carbon 5 before the triple bond. That becomes 5-ine. Right, so 1 in or 1n, that's en, and then 5-ine. So combine the name. How do I name this compound? Now don't forget this compound had 7 carbon atoms. That becomes a hept. It becomes hept. Okay, bring this one in. It becomes hept 1n. Then bring this one, becomes 5-ine. All right. So this is how we name this compound. So this compound is called hept 1n 5-ine. Or you can also call it 1-heptene, that's all. You can call this 1-heptene. So 1-heptene 5-ine. this is also correct. Okay, so the major thing to note here is that in this case, you don't call it a heptene. It's called a heptane. So En, not Ene. All right. This is like a major thing to note here. All right. So this is how we name compounds involving double and triple bond. All right. So before we go, let me give you a question to try up. All right. All right. So you try this question. See, provide your answer in the comment section. All right. So comment the name of this compound in the comment section. So you have CH3. You have CH double bonded to CH and then C triple bonded to C, then you have CH3. All right, so you have this compound here. Your task is very simple. Try to name this compound. All right, leave the name of this compound in the comment section and I'll give you a reply if you're correct. Okay, correct or not, I'll give you a reply. So please name this compound from what we've done and leave your answer in the comment section. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like this video. All right, comment your answer, of course, in the comment section. If it's your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe for more content. And finally, share this video to your friends so that they can also learn. Now, one last thing before we go, I have a full course on organic chemistry on my website. All right, so you can visit my website www.jonahemmanuel.com/courses, and you see the course on organic chemistry. It contains all the homologous series from alkanes to alkenes to alkynes, alcohols, ethers, esters, amides, amines, ketones, aldehyde, etc. All right. For each of them, you learn about their nomenclature, their reactions, their preparations, etc. All right. So if you're interested, you can just check it up on my website. All right. www.jonahemmanuel.com/courses. If you need help with getting the course, please send me a message on WhatsApp. All right. +2349032558166. Thank you and see you in our next class.